record, will
Bob
I
Daddy,
speak?
Quail Oaks, Ojai. Mr. Baird's argument about a fence is ludicrous. We have hundreds of people that use the schools every week. If you look at the fences, they're not 6-foot fences. If you take a look at the jogging track, the tennis courts, the basketball, if you take a look at the soccer, you're going to tell me there's no alcohol for the leagues down there on the weekend in Matilaha, where we got a couple of the big leagues? That's ridiculous. These things about 2 times, and the drug dog, I'd like to know statistics. I know statistics, I took it. 2 times out how many? 1,000 searches? Is it searched every day? When they search and find their own students, they're there because they're not in the classroom. But the point is this: if we're really interested in a number of these things, when I complained to the school about my office next to the school property and complained to one of the prior administrators and said, hey, I got kids back in my trash enclosure smoking dope, and the answer was, Bob, they've been doing that for years. So it doesn't seem to be that big of a concern because the people are still with this school district. I think if we fence everything, we imprison everybody, we make everything unfriendly, I will go along with the fence just as soon as the entire schools are fenced, until they put up 6-foot fences there, lock it off, monitor it, have the drug dogs. And when we talked about the drugs at the skate park, the girls in my office laughed and says, why don't they go ahead and take the dog to Nordhoff and see how many kids they catch during school? So this is a bogus argument that really has nothing to do with the reality of safety. We've got an excellent department. We have been before the Planning Commission, the City Council, we've been before the Rec Committee. We've gone ahead and give the statistics. When Chief Norris was here, we gave the arrest statistics, complaint statistic, and there is really no nuisance. We have an excellent police department, and I don't believe that that can be designated as skateboarders only to the beer and to the drugs. There is nobody else that has beer in this town and nobody else that has drugs in this town. That's ridiculous. So I think that's a bogus argument. I think it's a money motive for an entirely different project. And so I'd ask you to think about that. The supervision, as we all know, is a state statute, and it has to do with the hazardous activities law. And if we have on-site supervision, then the school and the city will bear the responsibility for supervision for lawsuits. That's a state law. That's not my law. It's not your law. That's a state law. So designating this a hazardous activity without supervision will take away the liability that we have for that site. So I'd ask you to keep that in mind. Thank you very much.